I'm in Inverness in the Highlands of Scotland at the moment. I've just finished a job here, a commercial job doing photography, and I'm deciding that the rest of the afternoon is got to be spent in the Highlands. So I'm about to drive 80 miles northwest of Inverness up into Ullapool, and then into an area called Asant, which is probably one of my favourite places in Scotland. The weather is looking a little bit hairy. There's a lot of rain forecasted, a little bit of wind, but that's what makes the area even better. And there's a certain couple of viewpoints that I want to go to and take pictures. So you're going to come with me. I'm going to show you where I'm going to go. I'm show you what I'm going to do, and fingers crossed we get a really nice setting, whether it be a nice sunset or just really moody, dramatic kind of landscapes, which Scotland is quite renowned for. So let's begin this journey. So I arrived at my destination. The road here was pretty hairy. It's a single track road for maybe 10 to 15 miles all the way over to Lochinver, which is kind of over this way to my northwest. So normally this road is pretty crazy in the summer. There's a lot of traffic, but lucky enough today there was very few cars, so lots of passing places. So I've now arrived at my location. We are here at the Loch of Buine Mòire, Loch of Buine Mòire, something like that. I can never pronounce it properly. These Scottish words, even though I'm from Scotland, is absolutely crazy. The weather is very unpredictable at the moment. We have a lot of low cloud, a lot of rain. I've only been here for 5-10 minutes getting set up, and I'm already starting to feel soaked. So it's kind of coming in waves. The landscape that I'm looking to photograph as well is it's a bit hidden behind low cloud. I am going to be actually heading up a little bit, up a bit higher, which is behind me. You see this kind of hill behind me. It's not overly big. Can't quite remember the name of it. I looked at it 5 minutes ago. It's gone out of my head. I'll put it down here. So I'm going to head up there and see what the viewpoint is like from up there. And then there's a few different locations that are just in front of me here to see what's going to work best. It's not going to take me too long to climb, so it's not too bad. So, but it's just the gear, 2 tripods, everything here. It's a fair amount. So we'll see how we get on. And fingers crossed, this cloud's going to lift a little bit, give me a nice dramatic view of the mountains that we have just behind us. And you know what? Even if we've got a bit of golden light coming through the cloud, which is looking very possible, I'd be a happy chappy. Either way, it's just good to get out. Gonna stop the video right there for 1 second and have a quick chat with you. This video didn't go to plan. Nothing about this video went to plan, unfortunately. I had been in conversation with these wonderful guys over at Photog Adventures, discussing about doing some videos with them under the Photog Adventure brand. This was meant to be the first video, the kind of introduction to me and what I do. And this is also the first video with the new Canon G5 X as well, so it was a big learning curve. The camera performed brilliantly. Sadly, I made some errors with the sound side of things. So this is what I use to record my sound, and then it's onto the mic here. And what you have is, if you can see it, is a little jack just here, which is where it says line out, and I had the line in the wrong side. So it means that it wasn't recording the sound. It was only recording from this bit here, which was in my pocket. So halfway through the video, I realized my error, and I changed it around to the proper side, which is the line in here. Sadly, because of the type of connection, you've got to have this external kind of cable that goes in here, and this wasn't plugged in properly either. So when I got to check the sound, there was nothing. So I would say more than half of this video has actually been completely erased because of the really bad quality of sound, and I've picked out the best bits. There is a little bit of a wind noise from it, but it's what I can work with. And the whole thing about these videos is it's a learning curve, and I'd rather put a video out that, you know, that's okay, it's fine. The pictures I'm really happy with, really happy with the pictures actually. I got an okay video out of it, but it's not what I wanted. So I've got another couple of videos planned, and one of them will be the first introduction to the Photog Adventure video. So I will stop rambling on now and get back to the video. Unfortunately, the rain has just come in and it's really lashing it down out here now. The sun's come through, it looks absolutely beautiful. Right behind me is completely gone. I mean, it's just rain all over, and I just realised that there's no cover on my camera, which is a big rookie mistake. So now all my lens is wet. Right, we've got the lens on now, so I'm gonna get an absolutely soaked. Lucky enough, full waterproof. The annoying thing is I've just bought new Sealskinz gloves, pure waterproof gloves for this sort of thing. I don't have them. I think I need to seek some cover before this camera gets ruined. That got really crazy up there. I'm not overly high up, but because I am by the west coast of Scotland, this place gets battered by insane winds. I mean, we're talking gale force winds are normal weather pattern up here. So I've actually had to come down off the mountain, oh well, not really a mountain, off the hill, because the wind was just coming straight over, which was a shame because where the sun was, there was a beautiful sunset starting and the light was breaking through the clouds. Then all of a sudden the wind kind of came from the north, and it was impossible to do anything. My camera is completely soaked. I'm now going to have to dry all that down. The recording camera, which I've just got as well, is soaking wet, so I'm really hoping that handles it really well. But the thing is, it's driven me down to this little nook just off the mountain, and this viewpoint of where I am right now is absolutely stunning. It's a viewpoint I wanted, but I'm not going to get hit by the winds that are happening up above. Hopefully they'll die down soon. But I know I can revert back down here. The downside is, where I am right now, if I show you, is it's becoming very muted. There's a very lack of colour kind of happening all over the mountains here. The sun's not getting through, so in terms of kind of colour photographs, it's not going to be very good, but it could come out really nice for black and white. So that's what I'm going to work with just now. I'm going to work with black and whites and see if I can get something. Even if I get a half decent image from this, I'm happy. It's the first time I've been up in this little hill up here with this viewpoint. I've been around this location many times, so I know it now, and I can return here whenever I'm in the area, and I know how easy it is to get up here. I'm lucky that I've got full waterproofs on right now, but they're definitely getting tested, so it's really good. I am gonna go back up to the top of this hill just to kind of check how the weather is every now and then, and hopefully if it improves, we'll get to photograph the west coast as well. And fingers crossed we get a little bit of a sunset, but I'm not getting my hopes up. What a massive difference just dropping down a few meters makes. I'm very thankful it's quite warm though. It's not overly cold for October. We're still on about 10-12 degrees Celsius at the moment, which is really nice, but I give it a couple of weeks and you'll find you'll get snow up in this area here. Well, it's very likely you might get snow in the mountains higher up, not actually at this low level, but yeah, it'll drop down to single digits very soon. So while I've been patiently waiting for this rain to stop, which it has now stopped, the sun behind me has dropped right down. This thick cloud above the mountain, sorry, the hill that's up here. Gotta stop calling that mountain. Up here, it's far too windy as well, so I'm sheltered down here behind this this hill, and this is what I'm going to be photographing now. Is the lochs. This is what I'm going to concentrate on. This is what I originally wanted to come here and photograph, although the landscape on the other side was looking to be really nice, composition was looking really good, but this is what I'm photographing now. Now it might seem quite light in the video, but it is actually getting quite dark. So my composition really is this loch down here, and then the hills, and then hopefully with breaks in the cloud, there is actually a really high mountain that's just behind here, and hopefully that's going to come out. It is going to be a bit of a waiting game. It might actually turn to nothing, unfortunately. You know, we might not get any sort of mountain, but even just all this is really nice. I do have, on the other side over here, there's a nice big mountain kind of showing up here. I don't think that's... I think Stack Pollock, which I wanted to photograph, is the one that's over here. I need to actually really check my bearings and check my map. So I got the camera set up. I was actually working with a landscape composition, but I've now actually moved it to portrait. I think the portrait's kind of working great. It's bringing up the middle of the loch that you see just down the bottom here, and then you can just make out through the back here that mountain. So Stack Pollock is behind there. It's a very square kind of mountain that's up there. It's absolutely beautiful. So although it's getting really dark, it's showing through, and I'm kind of hoping that cloud's going to break a little bit more to give me a little bit more definition of the mountain. Right now I've got a leaf filter on. I do have a 0.3, a one-stop soft graduated, because the light between the sky up here, which is actually really quite dark, although in the video doesn't really show it, it is quite dark, and then you have the kind of rough heather, everything down here below. The blend between the two is actually really nice, so I don't need such a strong gradient filter. I might actually move up to a medium gradient filter, graduated filter, but we'll see how it goes. But right now I just want to wait and really see if that mountain's going to appear from behind those clouds. Settings at the moment, I'm on f11. Okay, so my focus point is on the foreground, just where the loch is down here, and then f11 just to get a bit of depth of field to the mountain behind. I'm shooting on, let me just get this right here so we can tell you, ISO 400, and my shutter is about half a second as well, so that's, you know, not too short and it's not too long as well. It's a nice good balance for me, and I'm actually also photographing in black and white, or will be photographing in black and white, because I have a funny feeling that this picture is really going to come out in black and white, and I am a big lover of black and white photography. I think there's not enough black and white photography out there. So yeah, so fingers crossed that this comes out good. I've just realised I say fingers crossed quite a lot. I might need to try and work and stop saying that. So let's get one in black and white, just so that I can check. I am shooting in RAW, so I will convert it to black and white in Lightroom later on. Getting really dark now, but I think I'm going to get one photograph of this before it gets too dark. I'm super happy that they're now starting to show. Again, it'll be in black and white, but and it might be a nice silhouette. But the sky above is looking really good. There's a slight pinkness in the north in the sky above me, but I don't really think it's going to be worth photographing anything. And as I look to the mountain that I was photographing just a second ago, it's now starting to disappear under the clouds. So let's get this camera reset up and hopefully get a nice picture of this before it disappears. Back at the car, it got pretty crazy up there. I was going to try and get that last bit, the sunset. The wind was too strong, and by the time that I got my camera set up, the rain hit, and it was just diagonal rain, strong winds, and wasn't possible. Really wasn't possible. So walked back down the car. It was pitch black. Lucky enough, I had the head torch with me. That was brilliant. I mean, I was only there for a good 3 hours. Yeah, about 3 hours that I was there for. Well, it's about 3 hours since I left the car. It was a nice short trip up. I got, I think, some really good photographs. I really hope. I'm looking forward to getting home, getting them on the computer and seeing what's there. But first, I actually have a 3.5 to almost 4 hour drive to get home in the pitch black on single track roads for the next hour, which is exciting. But all in all, great day. I hope you like this video. This will be the first, although it's not been technically perfect, it's not really worked the way I want it to work, but that's what is great about adventures, is you never know how it's going to turn out. We will get more, I'll get more done and get them online, and hopefully this will be a great journey. Really do hope so. So remember to subscribe. If you like watching this, even if it has been a bit of a flop, remember to click subscribe and then click the bell as well at the bottom, so you get notifications of when new videos go online. And I already have the next 4 or 5 locations already written down, sorted out, and dates in the planner to get them done. So we'll get, as long as of course the weather and everything works out well, we'll get more videos done. Thank you very much. Bye.